Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be testing out new Huda Beauty New Nude palette, and if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. First of all, I'm starting with Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue Cream and I'm applying it under my eyes. Then I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Magic Cream and I'm applying it all over my face. When you're applying cream under your eyes, always use ring finger as it has the least amount of pressure, as skin under eyes is very delicate. Then I'm massaging cream all over my face. Again, do not use a lot of pressure and do not pull skin down. I really like this moisturizer because it really plumps up your skin, it gives tons of hydration, and it also fights all those fine lines. And this is the only creams that I'm currently using. I'm obsessed with them and they're perfectly working with my skin. For my eyes today, I'm using a new palette from Huda Beauty New Nude. First, I'm taking shade Bear, and with a Morphe and 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 brush GH32, I'm applying it all over my lid. This will set up that concealer that I applied to prime my lid. I always prime my eyes with concealer and then set it up with powder or such shade of eyeshadow. Then I'm taking shade Play and I'm applying it to my crease with the same brush. I'm building the shade until I see the light peach color. So as you can see, the matte eyeshadow didn't show up much on my crease, so I really have to work with it and build it up. Then I'm applying shade Tickle with the same brush all over my lid. I'm using wiper shade motion to blend both shades together so they have smooth transition. As you can see, this shade worked much better than the first one. You can really see it picking up on my lid. And also when I was applying it, I didn't use much of the pressure when I was picking up eyeshadow. I slightly dabbed it into the pan and then just used light pressure when I was also blending out my eyeshadow. And this is the way that I prefer to work with eyeshadows. I rather have a very smooth, beautiful color rather than pack a lot of color on my lid and then try to blend them out. Next shade is Spanked, and I'm applying it with a Morphe and 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 GH40 brush. I'm taking eyeshadow to my inner and outer corners and then connecting it in the middle to my crease to create a halo eye technique. After I created a shape, I'm adding more eyeshadow and blending the edges until I'm happy with the color payoff. This brush is smaller and allows me to do more precise application, but it's also fluffy so I can do precise blending. And as you can see, it's the same as the previous shade. This shade works way better than the first one that I was applying, so it does shows up on my crease and it also blends out beautifully. And as you can see, I also didn't have much of fallout, it almost no fallout up to this point, so I'm really happy about that as well. And after that, I'm blending edges with larger blending brush that I used before. Then I'm taking the darkest shade from the palette, Love Bite. I'm using GH40 brush again, and I'm applying it to smoke out my outer and inner corners. I really want my shimmery shade to be the star of a show, that's why I decided to go with a more darker shade, and I also wanted to test out more shades. So it's up to you if you want to stay with that shade Spank that we used before, or you want to make it more darker with a Love Bite shade. I actually prefer this one way better. And also keep in mind the darker shade will make the metallic shade in the center to stand out more. And then after that, I'm using blending brush GH32 and I'm just blending out all of the edges. Now I'm taking shade Concealed, which is a concealer base, and with a Morphe and 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 brush GH41, I'm applying it to the center of my lid. This concealer base is different than just regular concealer. I find out it's more like a mix of a concealer and also a glitter glue. After I'm taking one of the new formula shades, Daydream. This is a reflective shade that has shimmering pearl flecks and it gives duochrome finish. Applying it with the fingers makes the shade show better on my lid rather than using GH42 brush that I used at the beginning, but I did perfect all of my edges with the brush afterwards. Take your time and really perfect that line on top. And after that, I'm taking shade Love Bite again, and with a Morphe and 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 brush GH40, I'm applying it to my inner and outer corners and very slightly going over the shade Daydream on the edges to create the halo eye look. You need to make sure that there is no harsh lines and the edges are blended, as well as there is a gradient between the center of your lid, then slightly dusted edge, and then dark inner and also outer corners. As you can see, I'm really packing that eyeshadow into those inner and outer corners and then very slightly going on top. And for my lashes, I'm using Huda Beauty Farah False Lashes. This is my favorite Faux Min lashes from Huda Beauty. They're very wispy and they love to see that gorgeous eyeshadow through. Then I'm taking Tarte Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara and I'm applying it to my top lashes so my real lashes and my false lashes are connected. I also find out that this way, applying mascara after I already apply my falsies is way easier for me to apply my falsies at the first place. And now I'm moving to my face and I'm starting with Guerlain Lower Primer. It is infused with 24 karat gold flakes and I like that it smooths the fine lines, it tightens the skin and it also helps to retain moisture. And this is great primer for normal to dry skin. For my foundation, I'm using Huda Beauty Fauxfilter Foundation in 240 Toasted Coconut and I'm mixing it with Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, which is a 24 karat gold infused beauty oil. I'm applying them with a Morphe & 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 GH03 brush because this is a matte foundation and I have normal to dry skin. I always like to add Farsali oil so it's not too drying to my skin and it also adds radiance. Love that this foundation gives full coverage and also covers any blemishes or redness that you may have. I also like to apply foundation with a brush recently. It makes application so much faster than applying it with a beauty blender and also gives fuller coverage when providing very natural finish. I'm buffing it out with circular motion and also applying it to my neck and my ears so there is no harsh lines and everything has the same shade. And this is actually my favorite brush to apply foundation and I actually love the entire range, the whole master collection from Morphe & 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾. I like those brushes so much and this is my current favorite brushes. So if you're looking for a set of brushes, I really recommend you to look into those. They look very beautiful and I also like that they have every single brush that you can possibly need. And it also comes in a gorgeous case that you can use for traveling. Then I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in a shade 20 Sand and I'm applying it under my eyes and also on the sides of my nose. I'm also applying it to my chin, to my cupid bow, to the center of my nose and also to my forehead between my brows. I'm blending it out with a Sigma P84 Precision Angle brush. When you blend out concealer with a brush rather than beauty blender, it gives you more coverage and this is my new favorite way to blend out my concealer. I also like to use applicator when I'm going around the eyes and really perfecting that edge and the line of my eyeshadow. If you did any mistake and also if you did eyeliner and you really want to sharp up that edge, this is the best way to work it through. As you can see, I'm really pressing my brush into that under eye area, but very light pressure because that skin is very delicate, but you still want to press all the product in your pores. This way, it gives you more coverage and also really buff out and blend out those edges. And I also think that this brush is perfect to do a nose contour and also, as you can see, it works beautifully for cream products and also it works beautifully with powder products. And then I'm taking Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector and just applying it to the darkest part to brighten it up. After that, I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender. So this way, you will really brighten up that under eye. You can use this product underneath your concealer and also you can use this one on top as I use today. This will really brighten out your under eye area and you can see how smooth and beautiful it looks right away. To set it up, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in a shade 2 Medium, which is my current most favorite powder. I'm applying it with GH01 brush to set my entire face, and then I'm taking GH07 brush and I'm just setting my under eyes and also around my nose. This powder gives that really airbrush and flawless finish. and my face just looks stunning when I use this powder. And to finish my under eyes, I'm starting with the shade Tickle, and I'm using GH40 brush. I'm just applying it under my entire under eye area, and then I'm blending it with GH35 brush. After that, I'm taking shade Love Bite with a Morphe smudge brush from 12-piece 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾𝓬𝓽𝓼 set, and I'm applying it very close to my lower lash lashes and just to my outer corner. This will really smoke out that outer corner and ties the look together. Then I'm applying shade Daydream to my inner corner and also to the center of my under eye. This will give more dimension to the eye and tie a look together. I really like to use more glittery and shimmery eyeshadow just to my inner corner and to the center of my under eye. This makes my eye look really pop and brights it up. After that, I'm taking Huda Beauty 3D Highlighter Palette in Winter Solstice, and I'm taking shade Winter Rose, and with a Morphe and 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 brush GH39, I'm applying it to my inner corners as my inner corner highlighter. I really like this highlighter, and I think it's stunning and ties this entire look together because of that gorgeous pink highlighter shade. After that, I'm also applying it to my brow bone as my brow bone highlight. Then I'm moving to my face, and I'm taking Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer Coconut Perfect Tan. This is my current favorite bronzer. It is so microfine milled, and it also has a gorgeous matte finish. It just smells like coconut, and I'm obsessed with this smell. I also like that it has a more neutral bronze shade, and I'm applying it using Morphe and 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 GH06 brush. I'm applying it to the hollows of my cheekbones with a light pressure, and I'm also taking it under my jawline, to my neck, and to my hairline. This will really warm up your face and create that gorgeous bronze tan look. What I also like about this bronzer is that you can really build it up, so you can start with very light hand and very light product, and then you can really build it up for more tan look. And this is another way why I like this bronzer. I think it is a universal shade because you can really build it up, so someone with very light skin can slightly use this, and then someone with a darker skin can really build it up to a gorgeous tan. And for my blush, I'm using Chanel Duet Contraster Powder Blush in 72 Rose Initial. I'm applying it with GH04 brush. This angled brush hugs my cheekbones, and it's perfect for applying that blush. I'm applying most of the blush to the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm sweeping it up to my hairline. This technique helps to really lift those cheekbones. Start with a little and then apply more. Do not over-apply your blush. And for my highlighter, I'm using Huda Beauty 3D Highlighter Palette in Gold Sands. First, I'm taking shade Seychelles, and with a Morphe M441 brush, I'm applying it to the top of my cheekbones. Make sure to blend all of the edges. This highlighter is so gorgeous, and I'm actually using dry application, so I didn't wet my brush. After that, I'm taking shade Zanzibar, and I'm using the same brush that I used to apply my blush, and I'm applying it all over my blush just to add glow. Next, I'm using Tarte Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and I'm just spraying it all over my face, again to add glow and radiance to my skin and also to set up my makeup. And for my lips, I'm using Huda Beauty Contour and Strobe Lip Set in Muse Angelic. First, I'm lining my lips with lip contour in a shade Muse. I really like its creamy formula and also that it lasts all day long, and also makes those lipstick or liquid matte lipsticks to stay where you put them on. And after that, I'm applying liquid matte lipstick in the same shade Muse. You have around 30 seconds for your lipstick to dry out to a perfect matte finish. I also like that it lasts all long, and it's also very comfortable to wear. And Huda Beauty has actually one of my most favorite liquid matte lipsticks formula. And on top of it, I'm just adding lip strobe in a shade Angelic. This gives a luxurious glow to the lips and also ties entire look together. And what I like is that you can use lip strobes on their own and also add them on top of your favorite liquid matte lipsticks to a gorgeous glossy lips. And this is my finished look, and I really hope that you like it. Huda Beauty New Nude palette is one of my current obsessions, and if you haven't seen my review and also swatches of this palette yet, I will put a link in my description down below, so check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye!